And welcome to The One Show with Matt Baker.
And Alex Jones. Now, tonight we are joined by 1/5 of the biggest boy band in the world, One Direction, who has just launched his solo career.
And joining him, 1/3 of a trio of grumpy old men who like to talk about cars.
Please welcome Niall Horan.
And James Smith.
Welcome to you both.
Evening, both. Nice to have you both with us on this Monday. Starting with slightly sad news that Peter Sallis from Last the Summer Wine passed away. We heard this afternoon. 96 he was. Some people compare you three, don't they?
Yes.
To the guys from Last the Summer Wine.
Yes.
So it was a fantastic link. Claggy, apparently.
That's me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And are you all right with that, or...?
Well, without wishing to sound sick, it's, you know, all due respect to him, it was the role I would have wanted.
Yes. Oh, well.
So God rest him, yes.
Yeah, and if you were lucky enough to meet Peter, perhaps on location in Holmfirth in West Yorkshire, then do send us a picture. Now, Niall, last night you were at the One Love Manchester concert, and of course you have performed in front of so many audiences all over the world. What did you take away from last night's experience?
There was a real sense of unity there that I couldn't believe. You know what they're like up there, up north anyway. They're just a strong character, full of strong characters. So it was just great to be involved. I was really happy. I got the invite. It was an honour to be there, and as I said, a great sense of unity in that city at a terrible time. It was unbelievable to see.
Because it was all very last minute, really.
Yeah, I mean, I got
the invite.
I got the call. Ariana called me, like maybe a couple of days after it happened, and said, I want to do something. If I do a gig, would you get involved? And obviously, no-brainer. And she's a good friend of mine as well, so it was better, you know.
It was a beautiful concert.
And it was great. It was a great night. Everyone stayed around until the end, and it was, it was just. I was so happy I went. It was brilliant.
I mean, all the artists were brilliant, Niall, but Ariana handled herself with such poise, didn't she? Because it was a very difficult concert for her, especially. I mean, was she pleased with it? Did you ask afterwards?
Yeah, I just kind of sent her a message on the way home, just thanking her for inviting me first of all, putting on the show in, what was probably 7 or 8 days. She put it all together, calling everyone, getting it all, licensed and stuff like that. She was, from day one, she was just unbelievable, and she deserves all the credit there. She was fantastic.
Well, we'll move on to your music now, because you performed Slow Hands there, which is part of this new debut album that you've got going. And this vibe, that it's very kind of folk with old rock, kind of Eagles, Fleetwood Mac kind of style. Is that what you were always, set out to do?
Yeah, I was brought up with two parents that were born in the 60s. So, I was brought up with all that kind of Eagles, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah.
And, look at James's face.
I was going to say you're too young, but, it was your mum and dad.
Yeah, there you go. They have all the credit. I just thought, well, if I was, I always knew that if I was to make an album, I would, make it on what I grew up on. And I've tried to kind of make a good blend of everything, really.
And there's no date for the release, but we need a date.
Yeah, I'm doing loads of promo all over the place for the next couple of months, so I'm going to be, flat out doing that. So when I get back from that, then I'm hoping somewhere in October, November.
Oh, somewhere, okay, good. Yeah. So before Christmas.
Yeah.
We can say before Christmas.
Yeah,
Give yourself a deadline, it's always good.
It's finished, but I'll let you know. I'll text you first when it's coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you choose all the songs that you're going to put on there? Because you've written...
Yeah.
I was reading 60 or 70 or something?
Yeah, probably, I'd say about 50 songs I've written, and then you go through phases of writing terrible stuff too.
Yeah.
You could go through, a month of just writing crap, and then, and so I'll whittle it down nice and slowly, and here we are. Yeah.
Yeah. And you recorded This Town with Frank Sinatra's microphone, didn't you? Massive fan of his.
Yeah, there it is. And I spent the day at Capitol Records, and where I'm signed with them, so we got to use their studio, and that's apparently it was Frank's actual microphone, which was quite cool.
Oh, that's quite a moment, isn't it?
I'm a huge Rat Pack Sinatra fan, so it was cool.
Do you try and take it with you?
Nah.
Good answer.
And James, I mean, you could have ended up with a career in music. In fact, that's what you went to university to study, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did study music, but it was mainly classical. I didn't really think I would have a career in it. I didn't think I was good enough. I did it because at the time it's what I could do.
Right.
I have played Marvin Gaye's piano, though.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Where's that?
Because it's at Hitsville.
Oh, yeah,
Motown,
okay,
and they-
right, that
I mean,
one.
it's sort of in a corner, and they said you can have a little go, so I played it for about 5 minutes. That's good. The floor's all worn away underneath it, where people tapped their feet as they played. It's tremendous.
really cool.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a funny moment for you because all you boys are releasing around the same time. When we had Harry on 2 weeks ago or
That's
something
right,
like that. I mean, is that tough? Is there a lot of rivalry? Or you support? I guess you're supportive of each other, but it's quite hard for the fans to know which way to go, I suppose.
You can have all of us at the same time. It's great. I think it's brilliant. We didn't overthink anything in terms of releasing stuff. And
do you try and plan it so that one releases and that so
we'll obviously
they don't
we'll obviously try and
coincide?
get stay away from each other in some respect. But yeah, we don't overthink it, and we're all like in touch and congratulating each other and stuff like that. And then it's
Do you have a favourite song from the other lads?
Well, I suppose me and Harry would have the closest taste of music together.
Right.
So we would have listened to a lot of the same stuff. So yeah, I could see Harry probably the closest.
His new stuff is really good, isn't it? His new album is
it.
brilliant. James May, favourite 1D song?
Ooh. But your first hit, what the one where you're all poncing around on the beach? That's what makes you. I like that. I like that because it was. I remember watching the video and thinking that was me once, obviously a very long time ago, without the singing and the music, but
And the cameras.
But
Before you became Last of the Summer Wine.
yeah,
you were
before
one
it
direction.
became old and last. But we did ponce around on the beach, throwing stones and things, and bouncing around, and
There you
lovely.
go.
Quite nostalgic.
Tremendous. Well, we're going to be sticking with music now because we believe that we may have found one of the earliest pictures of Niall playing the guitar. Look at this.
Very sweet.
That's a beauty, isn't it? Oh, was that a Christmas present?
I'm sure it was. What am I there? 3, probably? I don't know.
Lovely, isn't it?
I was
Very
destined
cute.
for it, wasn't I?
Absolutely.